Hi guys, thank you all so much for tuning into my channel. I'm Princess Fornah, aka Pastor P, aka Miss P. You choose one and I'll answer. On my channel, we talk about everyday life experiences. We look at the Word of God. I do vlogs, I do tags, we have chit chats, we have story time. I mean, this is the place to be. So if you're new to my channel, please do me a favor. You have got to become a part of Team PFN. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss any more of my videos. Okay, we learn a lot on here. We have a lot of fun. For my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVPs, and I love you all so much. And for those of you that have been lurking, okay, just lurking on the channel, but still you haven't subscribed, I mean, now it's you again. Like, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make it happen. Turn that gray to red and just go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Okay? Alright, you guys. So for today's video, as you can see by the title of this video, we are going to look at 4 things to be grateful for daily. Okay, there are so many other things to be grateful for, but a minimum of 4 things that you have to thank God for every day, at least, because there's so much that God does for us on the daily. So these are just the 4 minimum. When you wake up, when you go to bed, at some point of the day, to just pause and just say, God, I thank you. So let's get started. The first thing that you've got to be thankful for daily is the fact that you woke up. Hello. You woke up. See, we take that for granted, honestly speaking. We take the fact that we wake up every day for granted. Life is a huge blessing. Not everybody that went to bed with us last night woke up this morning. Don't for once think that your alarm clock woke you up this morning. Don't for once take life for granted, because a lot of people set their alarm clocks last night, but when the alarm clocks went off this morning, some of them did not wake up. There are people that have taken their last breaths this morning. There are people who they're getting ready to bury them today. So a lot of us, we take life for granted. When we wake up, the first thing we start doing is we start grumbling. Oh, it's another day. Oh my gosh, like, oh my goodness. No, we have to come to a place where we stop taking little things like waking up in the morning for granted. There are people in the grave. There are people, in the mortuary that I'm sure would have given anything just to be given one more chance at life, just to be given one more opportunity, just one more day with their loved ones, with their families, with their friends. But here you and I are. We're awake, we're alive. I know life may not be perfect. I know everything may not be what you want it to be right now in life, but you woke up this morning. That's something to be grateful for and to thank God for, okay? Number 2, health. Listen, one thing that I've discovered or have learned in 2020 is that your health is everything. One thing that the coronavirus, I believe, has taught all of us is that your health is everything. You can have money, you can have status, you can have a good job, you can have all of that. But when COVID happened, we were all shut down. Like, our connections, our money, everything did not even matter for months. We were all just stuck at home trying to protect ourselves and our loved ones, trying to make sure we're all okay and healthy, because without health, you don't really have much. So if you're alive and you are healthy, that's something to be grateful for. There are people in the hospitals right now on ventilators. People at the hospitals right now fighting for their last breath. People at the hospital that can't poop on their own. I mean, I'm just going to say it like it is. That can't eat on their own. They're being fed through feeding tubes. That can't walk, that can't speak. But if you're alive and you are healthy, maybe you might have little, sicknesses here and there, migraine here, headache there. But if you're alive and you are well, that's something to be grateful for daily. I mean, that's one thing that 2020 has really helped me to appreciate, is to be awake every day and to be healthy every day. That's something that we really take for granted. The third thing that we have to be thankful for daily is the fact that you make sense. Let that marinate for a second. The fact that you make sense, the fact that when you talk to somebody and you hold a conversation with somebody, they can understand you. That when you open your mouth to speak, you can make out words. That people are not looking for interpreters, when you talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like the language barrier or anything like that. If somebody can understand you when you speak, that's something to be grateful for. Because there are people that are walking around mad, like that are walking around crazy, that are walking around, psychotic, that are walking around delusional. But if you can hold a conversation with somebody, if you can speak on your own, you don't have to write stuff down to make sense to somebody. You don't have to scream on top of your lungs for somebody to hear you. If you can have a normal conversation with people daily, that's something to appreciate. There are people that wish, man, I wish I can just make sense. I wish that I can speak. There are people that are dumb, that can't talk. They have to use sign languages. But if you can hold a conversation, you can speak with your own mouth and make sense. And people are not running around trying to figure out what the heck is this girl or this guy talking about. That's something to be grateful for. And then the fourth thing that we have to at least be grateful for daily is family. Okay, none of us got to choose our families, and I can guarantee you that no family is absolutely perfect. We always have the black sheeps, we always have the rebellious one, the messy ones. There's always somebody in the family that's gonna shake things up a little bit. There's always going to be times where we might bump heads with them here or there. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a family who truly cares about you, who appreciates you, who are there for you, who love you, that's something to be grateful for. And sometimes family is not always blood either. I'm going to put that out there. Sometimes there are those individuals who have stood with you through trying times. Those individuals who you can pick up a phone and you can call them and they will come through. Family, those people who are by your side at any time of the day when you reach out, they are there for you. That's family. So if you have that, even if it's just one person or two people, that's something to be grateful for every day, because there are some people out here that don't have that don't have family, that don't have people that care about them. So if you have family, that's something to be grateful for every day. So waking up in the morning, life itself, it's something to be grateful for daily. Health is something to be grateful for daily. The fact that you make sense when you step out your door, when you wake up in the morning, when you're interacting with people, that's something to be grateful for. And your family, there's nothing like family. That's something to be grateful for. So those are the four things that I want us to at least be intentional about thanking God about daily when we wake up, before we go to sleep. At some point of the day, just pause and say, God, I thank you that I was able to wake up this morning. I thank you for health. I thank you that I can make sense. I thank you that I've got family and people who love me and care about me. Okay? All right, you guys, if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell. And hey, if you got any other things that you think are something that we have to be grateful for daily, please do me a favor. Leave it down in the comment section below, and let's converse down there and let's chat. But you guys, gratitude goes a long way. When we are able to express just how grateful we are to God, God is able to bless us with more. Thank y'all for watching. Bye. So those are the four things that I can't even count now. Jesus, help me.